Welcome to Math with Mrs. Cox. We are on Chapter 8, Lesson 5, Least Common Multiple, page 577 in your math book. Least common multiple. A multiple of a number is the product of a number and any other whole number. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Multiples that are shared by two or more numbers are called common multiples. The least common multiple, the LCM, is the least multiple other than 0 common set of multiples. Pretty much it means you skip count two numbers, and whatever is the least or the littlest number that they all have in common is what you want. For example, Tom hits golf balls at the driving range every day for 3 days. Practices putting in 4 days and goes golfing every 6 days. If he did all 3 activities today, in how many days would he have to do all 3 activities again? So pretty much they're just trying to give you a scenario where you're going to list the factors of 3, 4, and 6, but you're going to skip count the multiples. So remember, LCM, least common multiple, is skip counting. So we have 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. I usually do about 6 multiples. So let's do the same with 4. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. And the same with the number 6. 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36. Now generally, you can stop once you see you hit a number that is common with all of them. But in this case, I went through the whole lineup of about 6 multiples each. So you can see that the least common multiple is 12. So in 12 days, he will have all 3 activities will be completed. And here is a number line showing all the things that he's doing. Find the LCM, or the least common multiples, of 15 and 40. Okay, so find the common prime factors. This is another strategy, prime factorization, where we do a factor tree. So 5 times 3 is 15. And then we're going to list them from littlest to biggest is 3 times 5. And then on 40, we have 4 times 10. Then we can break both of those up into prime. 4 can be broken up into 2 times 2, and 10 can be broken up into 2 times 5. Then we can list all of the factors from littlest to biggest. And we realize the only common factor that they have at all together is 5. Find the product of the prime factors using each common prime factor only once and any other remaining factors. Okay, so this is where it's handy to have them all lined up. So, for example, we're going to use this 2, and this 2. Then we're going to use this 3. And we're just going to use 1 5, even though they both share a 5. And so we're going to times that all together. So 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8. 8 times 3 is 24, and then 24 times 5 is 120. Alrighty, find the LCM of each set of numbers by first listing non-zero multiples of each numbers. So they want you to skip count. See if you can race me through here. If you're not comfortable with skip counting, you can look on your times table chart and just go down the 6 column and then go down the 10s column. So the LCM of 6 and 10 is 30. Okay, number 2. LCM. So we're going to skip count 3s and 4s. Three, 6, 9, 12. Then we have 4, 8, 12, 16. We can see that the LCM of both of these is 12. Here is page 579. Make sure you write really small so that you can fit all these numbers. Let's begin. Number 3. We need to find the lowest common multiple of these numbers. So here's 2, and I skip counted, ran out of room, and then wrote the rest of the skip count down here. Here's 13, 13 and 26. So I had to see why I skip counted to 2, clear to 26 to find the lowest common multiple. Number 4, this is where it's going to be beneficial for you to look at your times table chart, either in your homework folder or on your desk. Here's 7s all the way down the line, and 9, till I found a common multiple of 63. 10 wasn't so bad. 10 has a multiple of 10, and 2 I know will go into it eventually if you go down the line. Number 6, I have 12, which is on the times table chart. But when you get to 15, this is where it's going to be handy to have a calculator, because you can do 15 plus 15 plus 15 plus 15 till you find a common multiple. Number 7, this is where it's going to be handy to have a calculator as well. 16, you just add 16 plus 16 plus 16 and 20 till you get a common multiple between the two. Number 8, we have 3 and 8. They're both on your times table chart. So you can just run down the times table chart till you find a common multiple. Nine is where it gets a little tricky. There are 3 numbers, 4, 8, and 10. So 4, 8, and 10, luckily they're on your times table chart, so you can go ahead and run through the multiples until you find out that 40 is your least common multiple. Number 10, 3, 9, and 18 are your common multiples. 3 and 9 are on your times table chart. However, 18, you'll have to use your calculator just for a little bit, though, because 18 is going to be your common multiple. 11, we have 15, 25, and 75. They're not too bad. 15, you can skip count by 15. 25, think of quarters. 25, 50, 75. And 75, you just have to go to 75 because then that is your common multiple. These bottom 3 were not very much fun, and you pretty much have to write clear across the entire paper of multiples to find the multiple that is similar. So for 12, it's 180, 13, 140, 14, 126. And I'm not going to have you write all those out because they were kind of beastly. Just understand that you need to skip count until you get to a common multiple. And number 15. Juan goes to the bowling alley every 3 weeks. Percy goes to the bowling alley every 5. If Juan and Percy meet for the first time, they go bowling. How many weeks will it be before they see each other at the bowling alley again? This is where you skip count by 3s and by 5s. Find the common multiple of 5, and that'll be 15 weeks before they see each other again. Number 16, a full moon occurs every 30 days. If the past full moon occurred on Friday, how many days will pass before the full moon occurs again on a Friday? This is where you need to understand there's 7 days in a week. So you have 30 and you skip count till you get to 210. And on 7, you have to skip count a very long time until you get to 210 as well. because then your answer will be 210 days. And that's all we're going to do on this lesson. Go ahead and show me your work and then turn